What's up, YouTube? This is episode 122 of the Daily BE, and it's the Daily Bespoke Edge. I am Ryan, and today we're looking at neckties, more specifically trying to answer the question, is there a case to be made for the quote-unquote expensive necktie? Now, that number certainly kind of varies among all of us, I think, but for comparison today, let's put this one away for the time being. These two neckties are very similar looking. Of course, the pattern is different, but in terms of kind of the shine and the feel, they're relatively close. One of these is relatively expensive, about a little over $100, and the other one is more like $15 to $20. So between the two of them, let's kind of go into it. I'll just tell you, this one is a Hugo Boss. This is my more expensive necktie, one of the more expensive that I own actually. And looking at the label, it is made in Italy. It's 100% silk. It's a really, really beautiful tie, and it feels fantastic. This is kind of what I wear when I'm dressing up in a very nice kind of business setting, especially with like a white dress shirt, because the white and the stripe just really pulls it out. It's a really cool combo. But this one is from the Tie Bar, and in recent years, I've actually bought quite a few neckties online from thetiebar.com. And again, this is 100% silk and handmade. It doesn't say where it's made, but it does say that it is handmade. And I could pull it up if I had a free hand. But it is also silk. And it's also a very, very nice tie. So I've had both these for quite a while. This one a little bit longer. But I think the use between the two of them is pretty close. And what I'm starting to kind of realize is that I get just a little bit of kind of wrinkling, a little bit of puckering here and there on this one, but very, very little, to be completely honest. The construction on both these neckties, in my opinion, is both really good. I really like both of them. And of course, this one is about 20%-ish the cost of the Hugo Boss. But feeling, you can really tell that this is just a much nicer necktie. It has more weight to it, more body to it, therefore it's more resilient. It's just a really, really beautiful tie. So I think there really is something to be said for owning one or two or maybe a small handful of more expensive neckties. And then maybe if you're kind of day-to-day, or if you're going out happy hour or going out for drinks with friends, and you put on something that not quite your favorite tie, it's not the end of the world if you spill a cocktail on it, for instance. The $20 necktie is just fine. Or if there's something that's kind of like a novelty, or you want to try a different design, kind of do something kind of crazy, there are plenty on Tie Bar, and they get shipped really, really quickly. And I've been very, very happy. I have quite a few of them. So before I go any further, I should say that I'm not being endorsed or paid by any of these companies, either of these companies, to do this kind of review. This is just me kind of going through my closet and thinking that this would be a good video to do as far as that debate of how much should you invest in a pair of, or in a necktie. So back to this one. Let's put the Hugo Boss away for a moment. These are both from the Tie Bar, and to kind of illustrate how much of an impact the fabric has and how, should I say, how nice looking the tie appears to be. So this is, I believe, a wool mixture. This is silk, and then sure enough, wool. So 70% wool, 30% silk. Again, handmade, and it has a much different look. This is a more casual necktie. It's got an interesting pattern, kind of almost a herringbone type pattern. And up close, you can't quite see this in the video, but I have worn it enough that it's starting to kind of pill a little bit. We have a little bit of kind of pieces coming up here and there. So it is showing a little bit of age, but again, a different material. That wool is going to kind of give you that look over time. So it is kind of show a little bit more wear. But again, same price on both these ties. I think they're both $19. And you get a very, very different look. So, I think this is my 2 cents in this video, is that if you are on a little bit of a budget and you are kind of looking to expand your wardrobe and wear some nicer neckties, there's certainly nothing wrong with going and getting some very affordable, very budget-conscious options online, whether it's Tie Bar or someplace else, because there are some really good quality manufacturers out there. Looking at how all three of these ties are constructed, again, I'm very happy. I think they're all really, really good. So it comes down to I think how elegant is the occasion, how dressy are you going to be? In my experience, some of the Hugo Boss ones have much more richer colors. And again, there's that feel that you just can't quite get anywhere else with a more budget tie, again, in my opinion. But that's where I'm coming from. So what do you guys think? What's your experience with doing, shall we say, online tie merchants that are a little bit more affordable, as opposed to going into a department store or kind of more of a designer label manufacturer? Love to hear what you guys think. The $100 necktie versus the $20 necktie. Where do you stand and why? All right, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your attention as always, and we will see you soon.